What up, everybody? This your boy Theo Pinson here. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube so you don't miss any Run Your Race content. What up, everybody? This your boy Theo Pinson here again with another episode of Run Your Race with my boy AJ Richardson, who is not here. Again, he's getting fined on this one. He's getting fined on this one, but we good. Hey, listen, we have a dear friend. Our friendship grew over the past two years. 2 years. 2 years.
Yeah, for sure.
We played on the same team in Maine. Trying to grind, get back to where we wanted to get to.
Gave a lot of people problems out there.
We give a lot of people problems. He played at the University of Indiana. Listen,
Indiana University.
Indiana
but we're going to let
University.
that one slide.
Yeah, I'm going to let it slide. I'm going to let it slide because I don't know. I will learn today. But really good dude, can hoop. Once again, played in the league. Well, you going on, this is your 6th year or just going to your 5th year?
5th year out, I was in the league.
Okay,
4
so
years.
you was in the league for 4 years. Yeah. And so dear friend of mine had his wedding, beautiful wife, Abby, who's here. Just unbelievable person, man. I appreciate you coming on. We got Juwan Morgan.
I appreciate it for sure.
Appreciate you coming on, brother. Appreciate you coming on. Juwan, shoot, man. You're on break right now.
Yeah.
Heard you in town. I was like, God, this would be a great pod. This would be a great pod. You see, my boy is willing to get on the pod, so I'm glad you came on.
For sure.
Listen, this is Run Your Race. What we do here, we talk about from the beginning. We talk about how we got to where we are today. Everybody has different races. Everybody has different paths to get to where they are. And I think the people need to hear it because I think people need to understand you can get to where you want to get to no matter your journey.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Juwan, go ahead and get us started, man. Where you from? When did you start playing basketball? And how did this all start for you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a military brat, but I claim Waynesville, Missouri. Really, I didn't even start playing basketball for real until 7th grade. Like my whole family was football junkies. I mean, I ain't even hit 6 foot till sophomore year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
So like I was on the gridiron. I was always just playing football, quarterback. And then I want to say I didn't even take basketball serious. Like think I can make something of it until junior year. I went from 6 foot to 6'6". And I remember vividly Coach McDermott at Crean. He was there to watch one of my teammates. Mm. And you know how it was in high school. If somebody watching your teammates, you like, man, I'm finna try to go crazy. So it was just like, we was just doing 5-on-5. And it was just one of those days where you cook and like nobody can hold you.
Before we get to that, let's start off at the early stages.
Oh, early.
Your football stages. We're gonna get into all of them.
Say less.
So when did you start playing football?
The minute I could tackle somebody. like I did flag football, I want to say when I was 6, and from then on it was straight tackle. Like it was up.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Knowing you, I can see you playing football like all the damn time. Hey, listen, and we talk about this a lot on here, bro. There's a lot of guys who played other sports, play football, baseball, and stuff like that, but it translates. It really does translate. The physicality, the footwork, stuff like that. It translates to the basketball court. But as far as why'd you stop playing?
Really, I just feel like not that I didn't have the love for it, but I just felt like I got much better over a shorter period of time in basketball. And I feel like the position I was in football, like I was quarterback, and that's like, that's a position where you could be like 40 to 44 years old and still kicking. I was just I was just thinking long term. I was like, I don't really know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
And then just like talk to my pops. He was just like, you feel like you can do more in basketball, just go that route. And so that's what I did.
What was it? We talk about a lot on here where it's like a situation or a moment that happens where it's just like, oh yeah, I'm about to just do this. Was there a moment for you that switched for you that was like, okay, I'm about to just play basketball?
Yeah. My freshman year of high school, the number one player in the country, Doriel Green Beckham, played for Hillcrest.
Yeah.
I remember watching, he was like, my high school vet. His name was Aaron Martin. He was like, all these offers, hard-hitter, all this stuff. I watched Doriel hurdle this man, and he like 6'3". So
Yeah.
like he ain't no short
He
dude.
was tall as hell.
Doriel hurdled this man and then sprinted for 70 yards. And I'm just looking like, maybe this ain't for me.
Yeah.
I was like, because it's like, if dudes like him is like waiting in the league, it's just like,
And he in high school.
yeah, this is high school. I'm just like, you know what? I'm cool. I don't need to see any more.
So you stopped playing football at what age?
Freshman year, so that would be like 15.
So you start, okay.
Yeah.
So after freshman year, you was like, I'm not playing football.
Yeah, I was like, I'm cool. I was like, I'm good off that. It was a sight to see. Some people like just dive at people and like hurt them. Like he was almost standing completely straight up when he hurdled them.
Nuts.
And I was just like,
That's nuts.
that's nuts.
Were there any guys that were in your area that like you looked up to, far basketball wise?
Basketball wise, oh, for sure. It's crazy though, because and I don't know if he in the NFL still, but LJ Ford, he was in my older brother's class.
Mm-hmm.
He was on the Ravens a few years back. I don't know if he's still playing, but he was like a dog in like every sport. And I remember just talking to him when I was young because his little brother played AAU with me.
Mm-hmm.
And so I would always just ask him like what he was doing when he was my age in order to like get ready, in order to like just be prepared for the next level.
Yep.
And I mean, he gave me a bunch of good advice. Just like the only time you really know is when you're ready is when you just going against one of those guys. And it's like, if you just keep preparing, like you're going to go against one of those guys every day, like when it's time to, you're going to be ready.
Yeah. Who was what AAU team you play for?
At that time, it was just the Heat, like a local AAU team.
Yeah.
But then I started playing for Mocan out of Kansas City.
Ooh. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn Mocan, bro. Can't stand them, bro.
Yeah, we got called the Spurs of AAU because we was the
Literally.
only ones that ran plays.
Bro, they were at the sets be crisp as hell,
Chris, yeah.
bro. Y'all practice though.
Oh, yeah. Once, 6 o'clock on Friday, 11 on Saturday, 5 on Saturday, 10 on Sunday. 4 times a weekend. Yeah, we got after. It was ingrained in your head like we got practice this week.
Oh, hell no, bro. We didn't do none of that shit with CP3. We had a total of maybe 2 weekends of practice.
Oh, yeah. No.
It was crazy, bro. But, hey, listen, y'all did all that practice and win shit.
My team ain't win nothing. I'm going to say that. We was in the Peach Jam, but we ain't win.
Hey,
but
listen, for sure. Hey, y'all was ready, though.
Yeah.
You had to prepare.
Oh, yeah.
For Mocan.
For sure.
I'll tell you that.
You wasn't just going to roll the ball out.
You wasn't just going to roll the ball out and beat them. You had to beat them.
Yeah.
And it was, hey, listen. I always hated playing y'all. Always hated playing Mocan, bro. I was like, these dudes.
I can't lie. I hated playing CP3 too because I knew Harry was waiting on the other end.
Yeah, you was on that. Because who was on that team? It was Harry. Was it Grant?
Grant wasn't on that team.
Grant wasn't on that team?
Al-Tariq, I think, was on that team.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was Al-Tariq, Josh Okoji, right?
Yeah.
Harry,
Terrence,
Darnell Rogers.
Darnell Rogers was on that. Terrence, what was his name? Terrence Phillips, I think.
I don't know. He might have been the next year, too. Because Harry played up every year.
Yeah.
So it was tough.
I mean, really, that's all they needed. It was a problem trying to stop him.
For sure. Harry, hey, listen. We talked about it multiple times. Harry was a damn issue.
Yeah.
Issue, bruh, in high school.
Crazy.
Definitely got to get you in the pod, Harry. We already talked about it, though. But, Juwan, talk about it, brother. When was the time where it all clicked for you? When you was like, okay, I can really, because you say you talked to LJ Ford, how to get to the next level. What was the moment where you were like, okay, I can really play this at the highest level and compete against the best?
It was really my first session with Mocan. This is when the session was still in, I want to say, LA. I think the first session was LA, and we were going against New Jersey players. So it was like, I'm trying to think who was on that team besides Briscoe. They had some big who just dunked everything.
Yeah.
Like, I don't remember his name, but it was them two. And I remember, like, because I was playing up, so I had, like, who was on the team? It was, like, me, Tum Tum, Nairn, Marvin Clark. Like, we had, like, some solid, like, role players, but, like, Tum Tum was, like, our guy.
Tum went to Michigan State?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it was, like, me and him and some other guys.
Muff.
Yeah, for sure. Pick and roll started at half
fast
court.
As hell.
But we went against them, and I just remember, like, we were going through, like, because we watch film. Too, so we watch
fucking way.
So we watch a film, and they're like, Juwan, you gonna start on Briscoe. I'm like, because, you know, you see Ballers Life, Who Mixtape, all that. I'm like, I'm starting on who?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't guarded. Like, I don't guard. Like, I play high school ball. I don't do the defending stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, you got Briscoe. Like, we're going to see what you about. Like, it's as simple as that. And, I mean, he was getting his, but it was like, you know, it was like OD tough buckets. It wasn't like, no.
He had to work.
Yeah, he had to work for the buckets. And after that, I was like, you know, maybe I could do something with this, because I think after that, like, all our coaches were like, yo, like, you played great, like, all this other stuff. And I think I only had like 6 points. Yeah. But it's like I had like 10 boards and, like, you know, hella deflections. You know, they love deflections.
And that's your game too.
Yeah, it's like I'm not about to go out here.
You do a little bit of everything.
It's like I'm not trying to score 30, but it's like, you're going to work for yours though, for sure.
For sure.
And I think after that, I was just like, I got to take it serious, because I think the next day we had Alabama Challenge, and that was D-Book.
D-Book.
And then after that, it was the family.
Yeah.
And that was, who was that? Yante was on that team.
Was it Trier? Lonzo might have been on the family.
I think he was on Athletes First at that time.
He was on Athletes First. He was on Athletes
And
First.
I think Miles Bridges was on that team too.
Who the fuck was on the family?
That was the Detroit team. Cassius Winston might have been on that team too. I ain't sure. But then the last day we had the St. Louis Eagles. So it was just like nonstop calm. Yeah, it was smoke out the gate. That's the thing about the
URBL, bro. Like, every game you gotta bring it.
You gotta be ready.
They're gonna be at your neck.
Yeah. Like, you gonna get exposed if you're not ready.
For sure. That's why I loved it, bro.
Yeah,
I loved it.
Loved it. And I think after that session, I was just like, if I ain't trying to take this serious, like, I might as well just give all my gear back to Mogan and just be out. But after that, I was just like, you know what? I think I can do this. I'm ready for it. And went from there.
I'm sitting here thinking, you didn't start playing basketball seriously until your freshman year of high school.
Like,
you was on Mocan your sophomore year.
Yeah.
It's a big jump, bro.
Yeah, like, freshman year, you know how you hear all these guys, like, start from 7th grade.
Yeah.
Freshman year, they on varsity. I literally told my high school coach, Coach Pills, he was like, you want to play the varsity? I was like, nah, I want to stay with my guys on freshman team. So, because, like, we was nice. 7th grade.
It's a
7th grade,
team,
we was
bro.
like, we went undefeated. 8th grade, only lost 1. I was like, man, no reason to, go to varsity, because, like, I'm going to keep it a stack. Like, they wasn't good. Like, they was like 3-20 type thing. I was like, why would I go to the varsity? Like, that's whack.
Yeah.
And then after like 2 practices, he like tricked me. He's like, oh, we down a guy. We just want to, have you come over and run some scout. Never went back to the freshman team after that. Never. And I appreciate him for doing that,
because you stuck on stupid.
Yeah, for sure. I would have never went to varsity if it wasn't real.
You would have stayed with your boys the whole time.
For sure.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
100%. That sounds like some Juwan shit, though.
Yeah, I was stubborn. Like, if I ain't want to do it, I wasn't going to do it. Respect. But I definitely respect him for doing that. 100%.
What was it like? So you were just training all the time?
Yeah.
Just working out?
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Bro, that's a jump, bro.
Yeah.
To go from just not even playing straight football. Like, did you played a little bit of basketball?
Yeah, like, I just played basketball because, again,
just to do
all the boys was doing it. And I was just like, football season over. Let me just, do some cardio.
Mm-hmm.
So I was out there and I was like, I can make a layup, left hand, right hand.
Yeah.
Couldn't shoot at all. But I was like, I'm stronger than everybody. Yeah, it's like, I'm stronger than everybody and faster. So, like, you're not going to stop me from shooting a layup. And that's kind of what.
Then once you hit the growth spurt,
it was
over.
Yeah, I was like,
it was over after that.
Come see me on this post. Like, that's what it turned into.
For sure. You get on Mocan, you start to figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
You understand, like, I could play at this level. What was the moment where you first start getting interest from schools and stuff? What was that moment like?
It was.
Who was your first letter?
My first letter?
Everybody remembers their first letter.
Missouri State. Paul Luss. Shout out to Coach Luss. I remember because we had like, how colleges do the tournament for high school teams.
Yeah.
So we went out there and, they can't really say anything, but, they like we watching.
Yeah.
And then I remember like June 15th when you can get letters or whatever, it is. And I remember it was just like hand delivered, like a stack, probably like 30 or 40 letters, all from Missouri State. Just like,
damn.
Yeah, it was it was like only them. And then I remember, because in my head, I'm like, oh, this is like, I can get college paid for this is dope. Like, I told my dad, I was like, let's go to Missouri State. Like, let's commit to them.
You want to commit on the spot.
And then my dad was like, no, like, hold on, like, let's talk. Our director at MoKen was Matt. He's like, let's talk to Matt first. Like, let's see what's going on. So I texted him, and he was just like, don't say a word. He's like, if you say something to them, like, I'll come down there and like slam you personally. Like, so I was just like, all right, like, you sure? Like, it's free college. Like, we can do this. And then after that, I would say it was that.
You was a sophomore.
I was a sophomore.
Yeah.
And then after that, we went to the Peach Jam. And I think after the Peach Jam, it was like.
After Peach Jam, it's up.
It was like Creighton, Vanderbilt, Arkansas. I want to say like just pretty much any school in the Midwest besides like Kansas, Michigan, like those guys. It was like pretty much any other school. Yeah. Like all of them.
Man. Was there a coach where you got kind of starstruck?
Oh yeah. Coach Self, for sure. Because like that was my favorite school, like growing up. Uh-huh. Like I wanted to go to Kansas. Like I probably was at just as many games of Kansas as I was IU. And I played at IU. So like
damn.
Yeah. Like I mean
that puts it in perspective.
From the get-go, like early, and I'm talking about like I still got signed jerseys of Andrew Wiggins. I got Oubre. I got a poster, the team poster of signed by Embiid. Like early on, like Tarek Black, like everybody. I was an avid fan in the fog.
You was lit when Mario Chalmers hit that shot.
Yeah, and like and I was like, I low-key had to be like silent about it because my whole family from Chicago. So D Rose, you know what I'm saying? Like they they throwing stuff, and I'm just like, I'm low-key happy. Like y'all. Yeah.
I'm weak as hell. So what was when I know your pops and your mom are very involved. Yeah. What was y'all's thought process on how y'all were deciding schools and stuff like that?
My mom was more so like on the academic side. Like naturally, she was just like,
for sure,
I want you to still be able to do something with yourself after school. Like I don't want you to just rely on like you just like putting the ball in the hoop. Like you gotta be able to go somewhere and like not even if it's got to be like some business or like tech stuff. It just got like you got to be somewhere where you can like network with a lot of people.
For sure.
Yeah, my dad was more so on the side of just like whatever coach like is gonna tell you straight up like what you need to hear, and not like if a coach is telling you coming in to start, because like in my business, some cases like top 5, top 10 guys, they gonna go in and start. But like me, I was like 140, in the composite 247 or whatever it was. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, I'm not expecting to go in and start anywhere, but like they telling you like, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. You come in and work, we gonna get you somewhere.
For sure.
And I think that's kind of what we had going forward. Like that was our main focus.
Got you. Well, shit. You talk about work. You went to a school that works.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this right now. I'll let you know. I took a visit to Indiana. Oh my God. Boy.
Them individuals get crazy.
They work. Jesus Christ, boy.
Yeah.
No, first of all, I'll let you tell your story, and then I'll go into it a little bit. What was your top 5? What was your top 5?
Top 5 was Vandy, Washington, Creighton, Indiana, and Harvard, actually, with Coach Amaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
What made you pick Indiana?
Really? I just love what Coach Crean did with guys that like, didn't have much, I wouldn't say like notoriety going in.
For sure.
Like Vic, like UA, like all those guys. Yeah. Like, obviously I'm not in the same mold as those guys, but it's like the work speak for itself. And so I was just like, why would I not want to go to somebody that's like really just like, all right, I see something in you and we gonna keep grinding until we get it out of you. And it was at that point where I was just like, this is where I want to be at. And I think also, just like, cause like I had played with Tum Tum and on Mocan, and that's just like a fast guard, pick and roll stuff. And IU had Yogi at the time.
Okay.
So I was like, this is what I know. I was like, so like, this is just the one that just makes sense to me.
Mm. Hey, listen, bro. Took an official visit. He told me all the damn practices they be doing.
Yeah.
Bro, the damn pregame practice, rough.
Yeah.
Battles.
Tape up.
Tape up for the bro, we got a game at 7, coach. What the hell are we taping for?
Tape up. What is it, 5-on-3, 3-on-2,
hey,
2-on-1?
Listen, no lie, bro. No lie.
Get after it.
It's the reason I didn't go there. It is the reason I did not go to India.
Oh, man.
Bro, everything else was lovely.
Yeah.
The atmosphere. There is, Carolina, I love you to death. I love you to death.
Oh, man.
Now, there's nothing like a Carolina Duke game. I will say that.
I respect it.
There is nothing like that.
No, I respect that.
Think about this, though. Indiana's like that every game.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
And especially
there,
how
bro.
the stands, they like
it's
go
like,
up like the
they
ball.
go up and they like on top of you like this. I was like, yo,
yeah,
bro.
I went crazy.
I took a visit. My official visit was the Indiana-Michigan game with Vic, Tim Hardaway Jr., Trey Burke.
I was going to say Burke was on that team.
Bro, Vic had to play the clip home. I know you can find this clip.
I already know which one you're talking about. I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Don't text me and say I can't find the clip nowhere because it's out there. Vic had the nastiest missed dunk I ever seen in my life.
That picture is all over IU's campus.
I was about to say.
Yeah, everywhere.
Bro,
like
the
that.
next day, the picture was up.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, this is wild, bro.
Like, if you didn't see the game, you'd be like, this, like, it was insane.
Bro, it was insane.
Yeah,
bro.
like when he caught it, the goal wasn't even in the picture.
Yeah.
Like, it was crazy.
Shout out to Coach Crean, though. He did an unbelievable job recruiting me.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't for the taped pre-game practices, I'm pretty sure I would have been at Indiana, bro.
Yeah, no,
I'm pretty sure because it wasn't the work part. It was like, okay, I'm cool with working, but this is wild.
I ain't gonna lie, it did get a little wild, but it was
this is kind of like crazy.
It's like anything. Like once you do it a couple times, it's just like
for sure.
It's like you just used to it.
I would have got used to it for sure. But then at the time,
seeing his just like
I don't got that, bruh.
Yeah,
I don't got that because you made a good point. You made a good point in the aspect of like he did a really good job of taking guys and getting them to a new level where they didn't know they could be at.
Yeah. Oh, OG too. I forgot OG.
OG, Cody.
Yeah.
Even the role players though, bro. Like you would think those guys were.
Mm-hmm.
What's a little white boy that shot all the threes? War number one. On big team.
Oh, Jordan Holes.
Sniper.
Yeah,
he had guys playing at a high level, bro.
Yeah,
he
got people to believe in like, look, this is what we doing.
Because
we gonna get it done.
It's all in the work, bro. When you doing that repetition all the time, you have that confidence going into the game.
Yeah, and I think he did a great job of like instilling trust in guys because it's like you can have all the bag, like all the shots, all that, but if your coach like take you out for one mistake, you're cooked. Like
100%.
No matter who
100%.
you are, what you doing, if you get taken out for a mistake, you just like, I don't even want to do it no more.
You talk about prepared.
Yeah.
Y'all, hey, listen. Y'all gonna be prepared.
Yeah, every time.
Y'all gonna be prepared.
Every single time.
I respected it. Like, I'm that type of guy too, as far as like, if there's one thing I did like about Tibbs in the Knicks, prepared all the time.
Yeah.
He was never not prepared for any situation as far as defensively. But Tom Crean was the same way.
Yeah, it was crazy. Like I remember vividly, we were going against Maryland, and I remember I forgot Buddy's name, but it was like if he gets on the left block, like just swipe down for it because he got weak wrists. That was the scouting report. He got weak wrists.
It's wild.
He was like, he's going to like try and swim through or like sweep through. You're going to get the ball every time. And I mean, I kid you not, like 7-8 times, swipe down, steal. We out of there. It was like,
that's sick.
It was like attention to detail on that level. I was just like,
sick.
who thinks of telling a team that a player got weak wrists?
Yeah.
Like, you think can't go left, can't shoot, but like
Yeah.
weak wrist, that's
tough.
that's nuts.
That's tough. Juwan, we ask everybody on here, bro, what was your welcome to college moment? You had to have one at that motherfucker.
My welcome to college moment?
Yeah.
Oh.
Conditioning, something.
Nah.
Because I know y'all doing some.
See,
if y'all tape it before games, y'all doing some bullshit.
See, that's the thing. Both
the
my
summer.
parents are military, so conditioning was cake to me.
Gotcha.
But
makes sense.
we played at Duke.
That don't even make sense though, actually. I know you. You don't like running.
I don't, but it's just, I'm just good at it. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. Like, we played at Duke, and I'm trying to think who it was. I remember, I ain't gonna say what coach it was, but coach was like, make Brandon Ingram shoot. He's not a shooter. Like, we living with that. And I'm like, all right, cool. And like, I ain't played this game. Like, this is one of them games where like, I believe in trust and all that, but he was just like, we gotta go with our best five. Like, we just gonna rock out with these guys.
You didn't play?
Nah, but Brandon,
it's rocking in there, ain't it?
Rocking. And when I tell you Brandon Ingram whole draft tape is IU, I'm talking about 3 after 3, and you just see the bench like, as soon as you make one, the whole bench just look at coach.
Yeah.
You sure you can't shoot? Like, yeah, bro. It got wicked real fast.
Hey, that's a great welcome to college moment.
Yeah, and the thing is, it wasn't even to me. Like, I wasn't even out there.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh, this is real. I was like, these dudes is real.
Wow. Cameron Indoor Stadium, freshman year.
That's
tough.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. You know the Big Ten ACC?
Yeah.
I want to say I probably had the hardest 4 years of anybody. I had at Duke at the crib with like, I'm trying to think who was that. Yeah. No, at Duke.
Oh, y'all lost it?
We lost at Duke. Played y'all my sophomore year.
Oh, yeah. I'm talking about y'all didn't expect, y'all expect us. Beat the shit out of us.
Then it was my junior year. Duke again. I had Duke 3 years.
Y'all beat them. No, they beat y'all. Because that's when they had Marvin in there.
Yeah, we lost at home. We lost to Marvin, Wendell. Who else was on that? I want to say Grayson.
And they had Trayvon Duval.
This is when I knew Grayson was real. They started the chants, everybody hate him, whatever.
Yeah.
In the last 4 minutes, he went from 8 points to 20. And in college, like, getting 12 points in 4 minutes is like, that's damn near a 40 ball.
Yeah.
And it was just like,
cooking.
It was like, you can't guard me buckets. And like, we had a good defender on him. It was just like, nothing we could do. And I was just like, in my head, I'm thinking like, this the crowd fault. I was like, this y'all fault. Like, if y'all ain't started this, we would have been cool. We would have been up. Nah, he wasn't going for none of that.
Who was the first player to bust your ass in college? Bro, I had a dude I didn't even know.
College hoopers gonna know who I'm talking about. But like, if you just like casual, you're not gonna know. It was my freshman year. The only dude to ever give me 30. Ever. Like, give me 30.
All 30.
Keelan Martin. Butler.
Hey, listen, that's a good name.
Like,
because all he do is get buckets.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Butler, look it up.
It was one of those. I look at coach like, what you want me to do? Yeah. Like, it was one of them nights.
Getter. I
was sick, and it was at the Pacers arena because it was like the Indiana Crossroads thing. So it's like, it's steep in there.
Talk about that.
Oh,
what do y'all call that?
The Crossroads Classic.
Bro, that's gonna be jumping every year.
And it's like pretty much all the Indiana teams. Well, like the big four. So it'd be like Notre Dame,
Butler,
us, and Purdue.
Okay.
So like we played Notre Dame 1 year, Butler the next, and then Purdue the same.
Just rotate.
Yeah, just rotate.
That's tough. It's always jumping.
Every time.
Always jumping.
Yeah. And people like, they be hating. They be like, it's always a bunch of Indiana fans. It's like, it ain't our fault they buy tickets first. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, hey, listen. They ain't got nothing to do with us.
IU fans travel.
And even if they don't travel, you're going to find 10, 15,000 of them in every city.
Easy. They travel really well.
Like, it's random. Like, in Maine, we were just at the store there, me and Abby in Maine, and it's just like, they're like, Juwan? I'm looking around like, who are you? And then like he turned his hat around. It was like IU. I was just like, nah, this is crazy. I was like, IU is really everywhere.
Everywhere, bro. Hey, respect the IU, man.
Yeah.
Respect. So, Juwan, what was the game? And listen, Juwan's like me. He remembers everything about games.
Yeah.
Everything.
For sure.
We can break down games from Maine, play by play.
Every time.
So, what was the moment or the game for you that you realized, oh yeah, I can cook here?
You talking about the league or college?
College. It was tough for you because you had a lot of guys on your team the first 2 years.
My first year was Yogi, Troy, and Thomas.
Yeah.
Second year was OG, James, and Thomas.
James, you wasn't passing shit.
Hey, James, you my dog and everything, but you was not passing nothing.
James Blackman don't pass.
Yeah, but
he might pass now, but he
was making scoring look effortless. So I was like, hey,
yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna get you open there.
For sure.
But I would say it didn't happen till my junior year. Like I had some good games where I was like, all right, I can guard, I can score, things like that. But it was against Notre Dame in the Crossroads Classic. We were down like 17. And then this is where we was going against who was it? Bonzi Colson. One of the Grants was on there. I want to say that was Jerry and Grant. They had some other guys. And we was down 17. And then it was just like, I remember looking at Coach Archie. I was like, look, just give me the ball. Like, I'm going to just run up to the block, give me the ball, and we just going to cook.
Yeah.
And that's what it turned into. Like.
Did you get a game winner?
Yeah. I did.
Oh, I mean, he didn't want to mention it.
It was like, because it's funny how that happened. Like, I got the N1. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I'm finna tie the game. We finna go overtime. It's up.
It was lit. I remember this.
Shot it. As soon as I shot it, I was like, oh, I'm finna get crazy hate messages because I knew it was off. And then my man's Zach McRoberts, best rebounder I ever known, best defender I've ever known. He get the rebound over Bonzi and Rex Pfluger. And he's falling. I just sprint to the basket. And somehow he shovel pass, dunk. We up one. We end up hitting the 2 free throws, win.
That's lit.
Yeah, it was.
That's lit.
If you let me tell it, I was telling everybody. I was like, nah, I was missing on purpose. I told Zach, nah, I ain't missing on purpose.
I miss on purpose. That's a terrible excuse. Hey, let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room. Y'all was talking crazy in the tournament. When y'all, look, y'all was talking crazy about us in the tournament. And then y'all got that ass whooped. What happened? What went into that, man? What happened to go? Hey, listen, what happened, man?
I ain't gonna lie.
We played, first of all, so we give y'all some context. Put the score on the board right here. Put it right here. We played Indiana in the tournament.
Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. They come out, talk about, we play faster than Carolina. We do all this other shit.
We guard better.
Yeah, we guard. Woo, 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 woo. Marcus came out flame throwing their ass.
And I ain't gonna put him out there, but same coach was like, Marcus Page don't really want to shoot. He not really a shooter.
That's because and to your coach's defense, Marcus was struggling then.
Yeah, he was like make him shoot.
Struggling.
I hate it had to be us.
It was crazy. It got so bad. There was a play, Joel was trying to shovel it back to Bryce for a dunk.
Mm-hmm.
Missed it. Lost the ball, and then went to Marcus and hit another 3.
Yeah, it was nasty. Because I remember in our film, they were talking about, because Coach Crean liked to try everything. So for this game, he decided that Yogi was going to start, and I was going to back up Yogi at the point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not no point guard, but like I'm going to make the right decision. Like, you're not going to just take the ball from me. But I remember y'all had, what was his name? Nate Britt.
Yeah.
Like all game, I'm watching, I'm like, he ain't picking up full. Cool. Coach put me in the game. And I had the shoulder problem at the time. Like I had a torn, what is it called? Labrum, torn labrum. And he ain't picked up full at all. I get in the game, try to get a rebound. My shoulder pop out. OG give me the ball and just run and just sprint away from me. I see Britt running up to pick me up 94. And in my head, I'm like, you ain't picked up 94 all game. I'm like, you for real childish for trying to pick me up right now. And so I'm sitting there, ball like in my arm. I'm calling OG, and I know OG see me, and I know he hear me because I hear me. And then he not looking, nobody looking. So I'm just sitting there with the ball, can't dribble. And then finally somebody looking, I just throw it. I'm like, I don't even want the ball no more. Like, because he, when somebody in the stands, like, you're not finna get past them. It's just one of those things. I was like, you know what? I don't even want the ball. You got it.
We knew too. It was like, oh.
And like, I ain't scared of no smoke because I'm talking crazy from the bench. Like,
sure.
every time Bryce got the ball, I'm like, you ain't doing nothing but dunking. Like, shoot something. But I'm talking crazy. And like, that's just like, unless you really in the game, it don't look like I'm talking. But I'm saying I'm talking shit the whole time.
Hey, listen, he instilled some confidence in y'all that game. Y'all was barking, boy.
Yeah, for sure.
Barking. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, we used it.
Yeah, and we had just beat Kentucky too. Cause like they Because it was like, who was that? Eulis and Poitras and Briscoe. Yep. So it's like we juiced up.
Oh yeah.
We was ready. Or we thought we was ready.
Oh, they was like, oh, they talking shit. What the hell?
From the jump.
Like, we do this literally every day, bruh. We run every day.
Yeah.
We play like this all year. And y'all think y'all better than us at what we do?
Coach Crean was like, they think they the fastest. We'll show them. I was like, yeah, you know what, Coach? You right. Like, we finna get them out of here.
Yep. And then y'all get that ass whooped.
Yeah.
And then we go into the Final Four. We lose the championship. It is what it is.
Yeah, but it happens.
I'll tell you this. They got their lick back.
We did get the lick back.
Hey, listen. Bro, what was crazy? I remember I didn't play that game because I was hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I came out for warm-ups. Bro, y'all didn't have the normal speakers up there, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all had a big-ass boom box on the floor.
Right at half court.
We was like...
booming.
I was like, this is a fucking concert.
Yeah.
What the hell are we getting ourselves into?
You was damn near in the frat house.
Bro, damn it. And listen, I took an official visit. I've been to the frat house. It was stupid. Bro, I was like, yo, they're having a concert on the floor. Mm-hmm. They want straight smoke with us tonight. You better be ready, boys. Bro, we got on that bus after the game. We was like, they whooped our ass, bro. Hey, listen, if there was one game they weren't losing all year.
Yeah, it was. We could have went.
They weren't losing that game.
Yeah, we could have went 1-30 that year, and we would have been A-okay with
y'all,
that one.
Y'all weren't losing that game, bro. They weren't losing that game. Because we had just we had just won Maui. Mm-hmm. And then we got there. Yeah. We was feeling good. We was like, yeah, we hooping. And when I saw that boom box on the damn floor, I said, oh.
Yeah.
They off.
Because like, I remember our strength coach, he like one of them coaches that take like everything personal. So it's just like, he's like, Carolina think we weak. Like all week, he's like, Carolina think we weak. I remember we did this workout. We walk into the weight room, it's boxing gloves on the floor. We like, all right, you know, speed bag, you know, punching bag, whatever. It's y'all logo on the punching bag. Bro, I have never been so weak in my life, bro. He's like, what we about to do today? Like, we about to show Carolina what's up. I'm like, in my head, I'm thinking like, they not worried about us. But listen, like, I get what he was trying to do, though.
We in Maui, relaxing.
I get what he was trying to do. I respect what he was trying to do, but like, I was weak. And I'm talking about like, he turned the lights out. So it's just like, all you hear is just bags getting punched. And then you like turn the lights on, like it's North Carolina, like the tar is just ripped up and stuff all over the place. Yeah, man, it was a crazy week.
We knew y'all wasn't losing that game, bro. We was like, damn, they turning this motherfucker,
yeah,
bro.
Because I want to say that was a whiteout game too.
It was, I don't know what the hell it was, bro, but it was turned.
It was nuts.
It was turned.
Yeah, it was a crazy game.
It's all good though, bro. We went up winning the Natty and we were fine.
Yeah, y'all won the Natty. We was knocked out first game of the NIT.
Oh, bro, I remember watching that game. I don't even know where y'all went. Y'all played at
Georgia State.
No, y'all went to Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
I don't know where y'all went. Y'all did not want to be there, bro. They forced y'all to play.
It's some things that went on, but I ain't gonna speak
we'll
on
say
all.
That for later.
Like,
we'll say that for later. There's no way, bro. The way y'all were playing, I was like, and I knew some of y'all. I was like, they don't even want to be there.
It was.
They are trying to lose.
It was crazy because I remember who was it, Josh Okogie and somebody else on their team. They had a 4-man, like a skinny 4-man, lighting us up. You would have thought we ain't never played defense in our life.
They did not want to be there, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Did not want to be there.
It was bad. It was like to the point like the ref threw somebody the ball at, shooting a free throw. And like I was so checked out, I like just walked across the line. Like I just forgot, like I was switching sides. He got the ball dribbling, I just walked across.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was one of them like.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, we was all checked out.
That's a silent bus ride.
Yeah, it was.
Let's just get on this plane and go home.
Like, game was over. Coach Crean just looking around. That was it. Nothing else.
Not another word.
No words, bro. I was just like, dang.
That's a rough way to go out.
Yeah, it was.
Because he was gone after that year.
Yeah, next day,
one.
like we get a text from the AD, like, we looking for a new coach. Like, y'all gonna be like working out, like with the strength coach still, but like we looking for a new coach now. He's just like, dang. And it's like that year, after we beat y'all, we were like number 5 in the country at that time.
Yeah.
But then we get into Big Ten play, and OG tore his ACL. James messed up his knee, and Rob Johnson, like, I think, fractured his foot or something. So like we was down bad.
Bad.
And it's like Crean can't do nothing about that. But
Yeah.
like,
that's sick
yeah,
work.
it was bad.
That's tough.
It was a tough way to go out.
For sure. Shout out to Prize Picks, our presenting partner. Make sure you go check them out. It helps run your race. They are the daily fantasy sports game.
At Prize Picks, you only playing against the players' projections. You pick 2 to 6 players. You either pick more than or less than.
And it's very easy. It only takes 60 seconds to make your picks and submit your entry. You can make 25 times your money. So if you put in $100, you can make $2,500. If you put in $10, you can make $250.
With the NFL season coming to an end, Prize Picks still got you. They got the NBA, the NHL, and many other sports.
And they even offer Apple Pay for quick and easy deposits all season long.
Go to prizepicks.com/race and use code RACE for a first deposit match up to $100.
So, Juan, you go 4 years at Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
You get the keys. You're playing well.
Yeah.
That's your team. At this point, you're like, well, I can't go back to college.
Yeah.
What was your draft process like? How many workouts you do?
My junior year, they started the you can go but not get an agent.
Got you.
I did 3 that year. I did Boston, Cavs, and the Hawks. And like that, I would say like the best thing I did in those workouts was just being more in shape than everybody else. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go back anyway. Like I ain't even worried about this.
Yeah.
Then my senior year, I did the Portsmouth little invitational thing, and I did 25 workouts. Some teams like multiple times, but I did 25 overall.
That's the most we've heard.
Yeah, but
easy.
like I told my
like no, 25 is wild.
Yeah. But I told my agent, I was like, look, unless they names is like projected to go drafted, don't put me in their workout. Like it was on that type of timing. And because I remember my first workout was Utah, and I remember Kai Bowman. Like everybody was doing ones, and everybody knew he was fast, but like nobody wanted to guard him because we was doing like the half court 3 dribbles thing. I was like, you know what? I got it. Whatever. I ain't scared of nobody. Like drop dribble, in and out cross. I fell. And it was one of them falls where everybody like clipboards falling, like everybody like running out the gyms. And it was one of them. So I'm just like,
damn.
I'm like, oh nah. And so after that, it was like I gotta put everybody in the post. Like I'm about to score every single time. And after that workout, that's when I told my agent, I was like, look, I just had a terrible workout. Like we gotta do something. I was like, I gotta go at anybody I can. And after that, he was just like, all right. He's like, you wanna do this? You know, you just like you getting back from Phoenix this day. You wanna go do this workout in Brooklyn? Yeah. Sign me up. Like it did not matter. I was everywhere.
Respect, bro. My agent, I've never probably told this 4 or 5 times. This motherfucker put me on a Brooklyn, LA the next day. I was like, oh, hell no.
You could have broke that one up. Oh, man.
Damn Ty, man. Damn Ty. I was like, this motherfucker crazy, man. And you just don't know, you don't know no better at the time. You just doing it.
Yeah, I ain't have nobody to ask really, because the only 2 people like that I knew people, but I was closest with OG and Thomas. OG went 23rd. Yes. Like, I'm not gonna ask it what he did. And then Thomas was like, he pretty much knew like he was gonna get drafted.
Exactly.
I was just like, man, I can't ask. And those are my boys. They was like, you know, you could talk to us. I was just like,
what y'all gonna tell me?
Like, what you gonna tell me?
Oh,
bro, shut up. Like, stop talking to me.
But as you did 25 workouts, shit. That's a lot of opportunities to play well. What was your best workouts?
Best? I want to say Boston. Definitely Boston. Because
Did they still do the run there?
yeah, they were still doing the run there. Yeah. And then, the one-on-one full court. And then I don't remember everybody that was in it, but I remember me and James Palmer, we did like 3 times. And I won, he won one, I won one, then he won the next. Like, I don't remember anybody else was there, but I remember it was us two just getting after it. And then I remember the 3-minute run. I like looked over, I was like, he ain't gonna beat me. Like, he didn't want too much today. Like, so wherever he was, I was like, I'm gonna just get more line touches than you. I was like, I don't care if I pass out. Like, I'm gonna just have to get after it.
I gotta win this.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta win this for my sake.
Yeah.
But I would say overall, that was my best workout. Cause like, I ain't trying to like do no one-on-one moves. Like, I usually score off like, back cuts, like just being in the right spot.
You know how to play basketball the right way.
Like one-on-one just ain't my thing.
So it makes a whole lot of sense.
Like one-on-one not my thing. But I was like, today, it's gonna be my thing today. Like I gotta get after it.
To figure this shit out.
Yeah.
What about was Utah your worst one?
It wasn't my worst. I would say it was in that top 5 worst though. Top 5 worst. Cause the elevation, like I wasn't used to it. Then we did like what they called like the Stockton drill or something, where it's like the 5 full court layups. I'm about to pass out at like layup 4. I'm just like, what is happening? And I know, when you look over and they writing on the clipboard, I'm just like, man, they probably saying I'm out of shape or something. I'm like, like I want to see them get out here and try.
Exactly.
I'm thinking that.
They know.
Yeah.
Who gonna keep going?
Yeah, exactly. It's like who's gonna keep pushing?
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Draft night. Talk about draft night for you. How was that?
I already kind of knew like what was going on. They was like, look, because they had no first round picks. They had like 3 second round, like 48, 50, and like 53 or something like that. I knew they was taking Mie first, and then I kind of knew they was gonna take Jarrell Brantley at 50, and then like the last one I didn't know. They were like, look, we may take you, but like even if not, like we going E10, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So like when it got time,
this is Utah, by the way.
Yeah, Utah. Like when it got to the time, I'm like, oh, like what might happen? And then like how they do like the slow name reveal. So I see JU. I'm like, oh, this me? Then it was Justin Wright Foreman. So I was like, I was like, whatever. I thought it could have been something, but it's cool. It's cool. And then
it ended up working out though.
Yeah, it worked out for sure. And then because I remember my parents like thought it was crazy. They had this whole. It was like, you want to have a draft party? I'm like, for what? Like I'm not trying to have no draft party for like maybe going. Like it's like whatever. And it's like I'm from a small town, so it's like the whole church in there, like everybody, uncles and aunts. I'm just like, man, I ain't even trying to be here.
Yeah.
And then my agent called me like after. He's like, we going to Utah tomorrow. I was like, tomorrow? Like I can't have a couple days at home first? And he's like, nah, like they want to get to work. Because Utah do the early.
They do the early.
Yeah. So right away, got to it, and from there it was honestly everything went so fast because it's like I didn't play the first game in the Utah thing. Then the second game I had like a me type stat line. I had 2 points, 8 rebounds, and like 3 assists for like 6 offensive rebounds. It was.
Yep.
I was like, that is
the Juwan stat line.
Yeah.
For sure.
So it was just like, and then like next game, I don't think I was supposed to play, but then I ended up playing. And then Tony,
Bradley.
Yeah, he was there. So like he was getting 20 and 15 every game. So it's like, I'm like, in my head, like Tony, my guy. But I'm like, in my head, why is he here? I'm like, he taking up all the minutes. Like, he getting 20 and 15. Why is he still playing with us?
We know he can play.
Yeah, I'm like, why is he still here? But
did he play the whole time?
Yeah, the whole time until the last two games in Vegas. He didn't play those.
Oh my God!
Yeah, that's when I finally got to rock out. I was just like, because I'm trying to think what other bigs was. It was him, Willie Reed, who had NBA minutes, like he had played for the Clippers, Heat, all that. So I'm just like, I'm sitting there thinking, and I'm 6'8". So I'm like, why they even got me playing the 5? Like, why am I not at the 4 or something? But I mean, it all worked out though.
It definitely all worked out. You ended up getting the 2-way.
No, we played. I had like 5 games in the G. I ain't gonna lie, I was going crazy. Like 19 and like 12 in the first 5 games. And then it was like, yeah, like, we calling you up. Like, 5 games into the G League season, I got called up, like, full contract. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I was
going crazy, my boy.
Yeah, it was, I don't even honestly know. It was all, like, pick and roll lob stuff, too. It was just like, it wasn't like I was
doing nothing crazy.
Yeah, like,
playing basketball.
just playing basketball. Yeah.
That's tough. Because you came out what year? Was it COVID? No.
Yeah, 1920, COVID year.
Got you.
Beginning of that year.
Got you. So that makes a whole lot of sense.
Yeah, that year was insane.
Because, talk about it. Go ahead and talk about it. Go ahead, because you were there.
Yeah, I mean, like, we in OKC, and, like, Rudy was my vet. So, like, usually every game
I went. Vet.
Shout out Rudy. That's my guy. To this day, that's my guy. But everybody hate him. They I see all the stuff on about like Rudy. I'm like, man, y'all don't even know him. Like, he for real cool dude. But
listen, more power to him. More power to him.
But every game, like every away game, he'd be like, I'd go get him like, you know, the juice, like the green juices and stuff like that, like cereal, whatever. And like I ain't getting no text. So I'm like, you know, let me go get these juices, whatever. Like, and I just leave him at the door. And then like we having film, he's still missing. I'm like, what's going on? He come down and when I'm telling you somebody looked like death, like he like it looked like face just like drooping, like he looked pale. I'm just like what's going on? So then we get to the arena and you know,
why did he even come downstairs?
Like nobody know like COVID is in the States at this time. So it's just like we get to the arena, you know, like guys that don't play for real, you there, like say game was at 7 o'clock.
You there early.
We there at 3.
Yeah.
So like we doing threes, one-on-one, whatever. We work out. Game time come. Quinn come to me. He's like, be ready. Like, you're going to be second big off the bench because Tony going to start. I'm like, oh. Everything else, I'm like, I don't even care. I'm about to
say less.
Then, like, we about to start the game, and everybody just stopped. And, like, CP, who else was over there? Like, Ludor, Shea, I think all those guys, like, come to Donovan, and, like, Royce and all those guys did, like, what's going on? And, like, everybody just, like, we can't say. I'm like, what's going on? Like, I'm wondering, too. I'm like, what's going on? Rudy got COVID. I kid you not. So, like, we get to the arena at 3. Like, me, JB, Justin, and Mie, like, some of the coaches. We get there at 3. We did not leave the arena until 4 a.m. because nobody know how to...
What to do, yeah.
COVID test, none of that. And this, when they came in there, like, it looked like some stuff out of, like, a Halo video game. Like, full hazmat suits, like, gloves, like, the big old, like, oxygen tanks, all that.
Yeah.
And then they do, like, the nose test. And this is when, before they do, like, just the
This one,
the
they
swab.
trying to touch the back of your brain.
Yeah, they trying to way back here.
Yeah.
And so, like, they do it, and, like, I'm coughing and, like,
Yeah.
sneezing. And then, like, the minute I coughed, like, 10 nurses sprinted away from me. Like, nobody knew who was sick. And then, so we get the test, we wait for the results or whatever, and we, like, trying to go back to the hotel. No hotels letting us stay with them. Because everybody know that Rudy on the Jazz, they like, we can't let y'all. So we all outside, I want to say it was a Best Western. Just everybody hanging outside. There's beers, you know, people order McDonald's, everybody just chilling. And then I remember the next day, that's when, like, they announced it, and, like, everybody's like, you know, we're going to pause the season. I remember Manuel Moutier, out of there, went straight home because, he from Dallas. We riding OKC. Everybody else, we just sitting there like, well, how we getting home? Like,
yeah.
And I remember Jordan Clarkson was like, well, I'm about to get a private flight. Like, I could take whoever. And, like, that's kind of how it was about to be. I think Jordan was getting one. I think Don was getting one. Mm-hmm. And then eventually, like, we got home and, like, all the rest happened. But that's how it started that day.
Jesus Christ.
I ain't know what was happening.
Shout out to E-Man, bro. I heard he was sick, too.
Yeah. He got sick, like, later, but...
Yeah. Hey, listen, we didn't know Africans can get it. But that's what we did. E-Man came over here and was talking about it, bro. Oh, man. Nah. That was one of the funniest shit. Play the clip. That shit was fucking hilarious.
He might be my favorite teammate ever.
Bro.
Like...
Bro, when I tell you my phone was blowing up, bro. Man, I had people hitting me up like, bro, like saying prayers for you. I hope like they was like, if you die, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
If you die,
I swear to
damn,
God, bro.
There's like, taking me out already.
He was like, bro, I'm sorry for everything we've been through. Like, bro, we got to fix the beef, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I'm over here laughing like, dog, I'm good, bro. My phone. I'm trying to tell you. I'm not lying to you, bro. People literally was hitting me up like, dog, somebody was like, man, Africans, bro, ain't no way y'all getting COVID. Like, I'm like. Bro, when I see somebody, hey, bro, man, when I seen somebody said, oh, someone said he moved here and messed it up for all the black people, bro. I was like, nah, dog. I was like, y'all ain't taking it too far. I was like, I'm good.
He said, ain't no way.
Yeah, bro.
Africans getting sick. Hilarious.
Like, it's like, you got to catch it.
Bro,
like,
he not even trying to be sometimes.
Nah.
Bro, one of the funniest people I've ever been
like,
around,
we
bro.
just be sitting in the locker room and he quotes something from like Rush Hour 2 and I just be weak. Like, for no reason.
Bro,
no reason at all.
Dude is hilarious, bro. But nah, man, listen. Then you go to the bubble.
Yeah.
Juan, you was hooping. You was hooping, Juan. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
how you go from the G League to getting ready to play, second big off the bench, going to the bubble, and then starter in the playoffs.
I mean, really,
that's a roller coaster
yeah,
for your ass.
I can't even say anything about it, but I do gotta shout out Mike Conley and Donovan, like, because as far as what Quinn told me, those two was the ones like advocating for me to start because, you know, Mike had his kid then, so he left. And from what I'm told, I think JC was going to start or George, one of those two. But Quinn didn't want to mess up the second unit rotation.
Smart.
So he asked Mike and Don. They said, like, why not Juan? Like, he ain't finna do nothing stupid. He's not finna just be trying to put up shots. And
he's not gonna hurt us.
Yeah. And it's like, we ain't got no other fours really on the team, and they got Millsap at the time. So I'm like, I'm sitting there. He's like, I'm thinking he's joking. So like, my player coach is like, yo, Quinn got to talk to you. I'm just like, man, like right now. So I go over to see him. Quinn was like, you want to start tomorrow? And I'm just looking at him, like it didn't register yet. I'm like, You said what? He's like, do you want to start in the game tomorrow? And I'm just like, do I want to start tomorrow? Like, start what? Like, I don't know. I'm not understanding what you're asking.
Yeah.
And he's like, do you want to start the basketball again tomorrow? I'm just like, oh, like, you ain't got to say nothing. Like, I'm dumb excited, obviously. But I was just like, nah. I was like, of course. Like, I'm ready. Like, let's do it. Man, I was so nervous. I was done. And we was wearing white jerseys. So I was just like, I went to the equipment manager, Clouky. I was just like, Clouky, like, you can give me like some black spandex. Like, I'm nervous. I don't want nothing to happen. Like, just give me black spandex. Like, I don't want nothing to happen. Like that might be my biggest fear. Being in white jerseys and then somebody like, what's that on the back of your jersey? I'm done. Nah, bro, I'm done. I'm done hooping after that. Yeah, but I just remember the game and like all the guys, they talking about something. Yeah, don't be nervous. It's just hoops. Like, yeah. I'm just like, it's just hoops. I was like, man, this is the playoffs.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm about to play more minutes in these next two games than I have all season. And like, I've never played an end game with y'all. So it's like me, Donovan, Royce, Joe, Ingles, and Rudy. I'm like, I've never played a single minute with any of y'all.
And the ball gonna find you.
Yeah, and because I was like, I know they're gonna be like, oh, we leaving him.
Yeah.
Man, I kid you not. Like, first time I touched the ball, Donovan got like 3 people around him in the paint. Like, Paul Millsap not even looking my way. Like, I'm talking about back turn, like just looking at Donovan. I'm like, all right, like I can't be disrespected like this. So like, I get the ball, made 3. I'm like, all right, now I'm cooking. I ain't see the ball again, but that was cool. that was cool with me. I was like, you know what? I'm about to just make sure I guard. And I remember like every time Jeremy Grant got the ball, I could hear, because my Tyler Cook, he was on the Nuggets, and all I could hear is by him. I'm like, nah, like, you're not finna just blow by me.
Yeah.
So, like, it was multiple times. Jeremy Grant got it, or like Paul Millsap got it. I was just like, my pride not gonna let you just score on me. Like, I can't do it. And so,
Either
like,
I'm gonna foul you, or you gonna miss.
yeah. And then that's the game. Like, I really didn't have to do nothing, because that's the thing. Donovan going stupid.
Ape shit.
And like, it was, I'm a fan at this time, like, just on the court. Like, I got the best seats in the house. Because, like,
sure.
I'm sitting, all I got to do is go get Torrey Craig off Donovan. I'm like, easy. I'm going to go screen him.
Mhm.
Just sit there and let Donovan work out. It was nuts. And then I think we ended up losing that game in overtime.
You play which games?
1 and 2. Well, I played all of them, but I started 1 and 2.
You started 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Y'all smoked that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all
And
smoked that
it's
shit,
crazy
bro.
because, like obviously, all the, Don and Mike, they all gonna blame themselves. But really, I take a lot of blame for that, because game 7, we lost by 1. I think I went 3 for 8 or 3 for 9 from the free throw line. So, like, obviously they all gonna say that, but it's like,
damn.
all I gotta do is make 2 more free throws. Like, you gonna miss shots, you gonna do that, but free throws, that's free points. And I smoked them.
You were 3 for 8?
Something nasty.
That's on you, Nick.
Yeah, I think about that all the time. And like, they be saying
That's on
it.
you, Juwan. 3 for 8 from the line?
Yeah, bro. It was
Hong.
nasty.
I give you 8 free throws. How many you making?
Maybe 3.
Oh man, yeah, I can't lie to you. It was sickening. But I remember game 2, Quinn was like, Juan, you gonna start on Jokic. And like, in my head, I'm like,
Quinn, what the
like, if I know what I know now, and like matchups and stuff, I would have played that a lot better than what I did then, because it's like,
How the fuck are you supposed to know anything? You're a rookie.
you right, but at the same time, it's like, I'm thinking like, it's one-on-one, like, I gotta stop him. In reality, he just wanted me as like a in the way type of defender, so Rudy could roam.
For sure.
But I'm not thinking that. So I'm like, trying to body up. Jokic's 7 foot, 280. I'm trying to
bro.
body up.
It's a setup.
Yeah.
Set your ass up. That.
I mean, but we ended up winning that game. So I was like, you know what? I think I did all right. But yeah,
That's
lost in
crazy.
7.
That's tough. Unbelievable series, though.
Yeah.
Unbelievable series. It
I
probably
saw-
helped your confidence to
I
another
saw
level.
basically 5 50 balls. 2 by Donovan, 2 by Jamal, and I think Jokic had 49.
How many of that 50 you get?
From Jamal, 3.
You got 3 points?
Yeah. And 1 going into halftime. Refs just wasn't rocking with me because they ain't know my name. Like, I
That's
kid you
wild.
not, it was one of these, and he jumped into me. So I like fall out the way, and they like foul. I'm like, he literally sprinted up to me. Pump fake. I put my hand up, and he jumps forward. I'm like, man, whatever.
And you wore number 16. That's a nasty number, bro.
I wore it, though, because of Dragon Ball Z, Android 16.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like he cold.
I would have caught a foul on him, too. Yeah, I'll look like
I feel like
Dragon
that,
Ball Z is tough.
yeah, for
Dragon
sure.
Ball Z is super tough. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, but got that. I got 3 from him. Jokic, we'd be here all day trying to count how many buckets he probably gave me in that series.
For sure.
Like the first play.
There's nothing you can do. Listen. There's certain players.
Yeah,
There's literally nothing you can do.
yeah, and like
You literally just have to hope they miss.
exactly. And it's like, I know who he is. I know he's like damn near the best center like playing right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, but in my head, I'm like still rookie. I'm like, my pride is like, man, I'm finna stop him. He get the ball, look at me, spin move, layup.
So would you
George coming
say
in.
the bubble was the time where you like, I can play at
Yeah.
this level?
I would for sure say that, because even before that, we played like OKC, and I remember I checked in and like I got switched onto like Dennis, and like just keeping up with him. So I'm like, I'm cool here. There was another one where we played the Lakers, and in like 3 straight possessions they gave AD the ball in the post, and I think he only got fouled on 1 and then like 2 stops. So like in my head, I'm like, oh, I'm cool. Like I can do
Yeah.
this. And then the playoff series happened. I was like, oh yeah, I definitely belong now.
Especially, I think that's the one right there because that's the highest level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm.
you trust me in that situation, you can trust me in any situation.
Yeah, especially Game 7.
You know what I'm saying?
Because, like, all the guys, like, because I remember Ed Davis was on that team. And he was telling me, he was like, yeah, it's like, I ain't seen too many Game 7s. And he's like, Quinn, trust you to be out there? Like, he was the one telling me all this. He was like, you got it. Like, like you ain't make it, but you made it.
Yeah,
like, that's what he was telling me.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So after that, after your rookie year, we come back, shortened year.
Yeah.
What was it like for you going into that next year? Because you ain't had a normal rookie year, bro.
Nah. But it was crazy. But at the same time, I was like, I was ready for it. And we got Derek Favors back that second year.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, in my head, I'm like, dang. Like, I know they love Fave, like, Joe Ingles, Fave, pick and roll, like, that, like, people love that in Utah. I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, when my time ready, I'm gonna be ready. I don't think I saw because, you know, we started in December.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw the court, like, in meaningful minutes until, like, end of January against Dallas. We had 2 games against Dallas, and Fave was hurt. And that was the actual stat line was 12-7. That's what I had. So, like, that was my highs and everything, 12-7.
Yeah.
Let me tell it off record, I had 25-12. Like, I was going stupid.
Yeah.
And after that, I was just like, all right, like, you know, it's cool. Like, I'm showing like I can play. The next game, which was like 2 days later in Denver, like, Jokic got 49. And, like, I'm like, all right, like, maybe he gonna try something different. Like, let me at least try and stop, you know, a couple buckets.
Yeah.
Didn't touch the court until like 30 seconds left. And then, like, he's still in the game. So I know he's going for 50. So I'm like, it's like, I'll flip you before I let you get 50 over me. So I was like, I can't go. And then he ended up just like shooting the floater and missing. I was like, you know what? I'm cool with that. But and then after that, it was just like real up and down. Like, I didn't even know if I was going to be playing or not. So it was just like, I let that kind of get into my head. But, like, because it's hard to stay ready. Like, everybody's like, oh, just stay ready so when your number's called. It's like, you could say that when you're on like a 2-3 year contract, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to say that then. It's like,
you fighting every year.
Yeah, it's like you fighting every game.
Yeah.
It's like, because, you know, they moved the deadline back at this point. So it's just like, it's not February. I think it's in like March or something. So it's just like, every time I step on the court or even go to practice, it's like, I'm fighting who's in front of me, basically.
Yeah.
And shout out George, like, Niang, like, I respected him. I respect the hell out of him, but I hated him because it was like, he in front of me.
He was
like,
in your way.
Yeah, it's like, I'm trying to get to where you at. But, like,
It's tough.
No matter what, like, he always looked out for me. Like, I gotta give him that. Like, he always looked out in the ways that he could. Like, even when, like, during the bubble and stuff, when I started, like, it could have easily been him. But he showed love immediately. And then, like, I just respect the hell out of him.
It's crazy because we had George on earlier this year, and he did the same thing. Like, he was just fighting.
Yeah.
He had to fight every day just to keep the confidence from Quinn up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that was the big thing out there in Utah.
Yeah.
You get Quinn's confidence,
you good.
You good.
Yeah.
And just gaining that confidence was the biggest thing.
Yeah, for sure.
For you guys. So him gaining that and hearing that from you too, shit. From what we know and what he's told us, it was a fight for him too. So
yeah, for sure.
Y'all were both in the same boat. But then you did 3 years and
2 in Utah.
2 in Utah, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then the third year, you're there pretty much all summer.
The entire summer.
The entire summer.
Summer league and all.
We talked about all this.
Yeah.
You're there the whole time.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, what happens?
I'm trying to think. It was like sometime in August. And so I'm texting the strength coach. I'm like, yeah, when we're working out or whatever. And he write back, oh, I thought you was with the Celtics. I was like, huh? Like, what you mean? It's like, oh, we heard you was like, you know, going to the Celtics, like going to training camp with the Celtics. And then that's how I found out that I was going
You
Going
damn
there.
strength coach. The hell your agent doing?
Great question. I respect everything he did for me, but like at that point, I felt like he was my parents' agent more than mine.
So he was talking to them.
Yeah, and I mean, I got a different agent now, but like
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna badmouth him or anything. But he ain't feel like my agent at the time.
Got you.
Yeah,
Got you. That's tough.
yeah.
I remember you told me Abby had just moved out there.
Everything like just we about to get dogs drive out and everything. And I was like, man, I'm glad we ain't do that.
Boy, that would have been tough.
Tough.
Next thing you know, we in war out there in the Maine parts in
Man.
Portland, Maine. Me and Juwan meet. We balling.
Cooking.
Our team was nice.
I don't think we really ran more than 3 plays. We just knew what the other was gonna be.
Threw it to
Honestly,
the elbow and worked.
that team was unfair.
It was
Like-
definitely unfair.
Think about that starting 5. You, me,
Ryan,
Ryan, Sam, and Luke.
come on, bro. That's an NBA. That's an NBA team.
Yeah, that's a solid second unit for sure. Like that's it. It was unfair for real,
Because Luke is an NBA big,
for sure.
7-footer.
Mhm.
You've guarded the best bigs you could possibly. You got me, Ryan. Shit, Ryan's still in the league.
Yeah, Sam,
Sam shooting the shit out the ball.
man,
Then we had BT, had Chris Clemens.
Chris. I forgot we had Chris.
We had Chris,
Kenny blocking everything.
Kenny Wu,
Kenny Wu,
Jayson Page, and then we had Jarrell. Jarrell didn't say a damn thing in the puddles.
I was always gonna have them threes on.
All he did, yes. Always gonna have them threes on.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy, bro? We sitting there and we had a game, we played a game, we was all together, and Juwan, hothead, this motherfucker get kicked out of the game in a second. But we were playing a game. I remember we played a game and we were going to Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
After the game, we didn't even see each other no more.
Don't even get me started on that, man. I was hot.
We was about to win that motherfucker.
Yeah, what? It wasn't even gonna be close.
Bro, we was all excited.
We was excited to get to Vegas, and I remember we get on the bus, and I'm like, oh, where Theo at? They're like, oh, he's staying here. He probably getting called up. All right, cool. We still got, me, Sam, BT, whatever. They're like, nah, BT staying here. He Celtics need him.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. We still got me, Sam, Luke.
Yeah.
We still all right. You said Luke? Yeah, they got a 10-day. All right. Because now that made me even more mad because I'm looking at Luke on the bus. I'm like, Luke, what you here for then? He's like, I just want to show support. You know how Luke is.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, all right.
Luke left.
Luke left.
Luke got it. Luke was in the car with me.
Yeah. And then I'm looking, I'm like, all right, so me and Sam, Chris, Jay, we still all right. He's like, nah, Sam probably about to get converted. So I'm just like,
bro,
I'm like,
shit was crazy, bro.
what's happening? And what's crazy is we still almost won that first game because Jayson put on a master class. I think he had 44 on all twos. He don't shoot no threes.
Yeah, he don't shoot no
all
threes.
twos.
Getting to the Baja.
Yeah.
But that's how good our team was, bro.
Yeah, it was,
them two came off the bench. They was nice.
Nice. Chris had that crazy stretch of
Yeah,
it was like
it was
2
nuts.
50-point games and 3 triple doubles.
It was weird.
Like
He got into a weird zone. And
I was just like,
I
hey.
felt bad for you, bro. I was like, damn, left my Juwan out there. He is just out. Bro, we was about to win that. I remember I went to IHOP with Austin. The next thing you know, get a call from Ty. I'm going to Dallas. Then Luke gone. Then BT gone. Then Sam gone. I'm like, damn. Y'all was in the portal just picking up people.
Bro, I kid you, we was getting the COVID test in the lobby or whatever. 2 dudes that we saw walk in with the blue coats was playing with us the next day. You know how it is in the G. No name on the back of the jersey, number 59, something crazy.
Nasty,
I'm just like
nasty work.
I'm like, bro, what's your name? This isn't warm-ups. This isn't layup lines. I'm talking about, bro, what's your name? Like, I'm just like, yeah.
That shit
Drell was
crazy.
like, hey, we just go around pick and roll. Like everybody.
How weak is
Yeah,
hell.
it was crazy.
But then you got a 10-day with Toronto first, right?
Yeah, with Toronto.
You got a 10-day with Toronto.
Mhm.
You end up playing. I remember watching that game. You played in Cleveland. You was hooping.
Yeah. It was hilarious because I remember they don't know nothing about us. So our pregame film, we watched nothing on Cleveland. Nurse put on all highlight tapes of me, DJ Wilson, Utah Watanabe, Boucher, and Tremont Waters. He just put our highlight tapes on. He's like, this is who you playing with. Like, these are the guys we playing with tonight.
What type of shit?
That's what we did. It's like, you see what he can do? Like, all right, so like, let's put these guys in these positions and see what they can do. Yeah. It
What
was,
games you play with them?
what made me play with?
Toronto.
They said, you can attend it there. And I was just like, all right.
So you only played one game though?
Yeah, I only played that one game because then the other guys started coming back. Like,
Got you.
Pascal, OG,
Got
all the,
you.
because we ain't have enough because we were going to go play. And then like 2 more got COVID before we played in Chicago day before Christmas. And so they postponed that game.
Postpone the game.
And then when we got back to play the Sixers, like all the
They
guys
were
was
back.
back. So they was like, all right, like y'all can, dress out or whatever, but it's, you're not gonna get
You
no
know,
minutes.
play-
So I was like, you know what? Because like I was like, I get to come to Toronto, I get to see my boy OG.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Appreciate the
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I appreciate the
I
cheese.
appreciate the check for sure. Then you went to Boston.
Yeah, then I went back to Maine.
Yeah.
And then that's when I like messed up my foot. So I wasn't even playing. And then we like started putting some games together, put some wins together. And then I got the 10-day with Boston and then got signed to the end of the year with them.
Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Then you made a little finals run with the boys.
Crazy little finals run.
Talk about that. How was that? What was that experience like?
It was crazy. Like it was nothing like it. Like I remember the first series, who was that? That was the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
And when I tell you, like, dudes was locked in,
Yeah.
like, I mean, and you would think, like, people like, oh, like, KD got swept, all this other stuff. It's like, yes, but it's like, if you see, like, with a basketball eye, like, the defense being played, like, where everybody's at on the court, like, he's still gonna get his, but it's like, he was gonna have
He had
to
to work so hard
Yeah, it
for
wasn't-
every bucket.
Yeah, like, he might have made some of them look easy, but I guarantee they were not easy.
Yeah.
And it's like every game was probably like a 2 to 5 point game. Like
Mhm.
it wasn't like no blowouts. Then who was after that? The Bucks was after that.
Y'all were waiting on them.
I mean, I wasn't personally.
Yeah.
It's like I ain't had no smoke, but like they had smoke, so that became my smoke.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, you know what? Like what's happening? And then like I'm trying to, what was it? We were up. It was 2-2 and we lost at the crib.
Y'all lost at the crib, and then JT went nuts in Milwaukee.
Like, I just remember him walking off the court. I think he was talking to himself, but like I always sit on the floor. So like I hear all this. So like he walking by, he just said, "We good." So I'm on the floor, so I look up. I'm like, y'all heard him?
Yeah.
We good. I'm like, I ain't worried about nothing. Didn't have a single thing to worry about. I mean, first off the jump, it was quiet. It was, and then we got to game 7 against them. And then Grant,
At the game of his life.
crazy game. They was like, we're gonna let Grant beat us. And that's what he did.
And Grant beat him. Talk about
Like-
that game 6 game from JT, though.
Like, it was, I don't even know how to put it. It was like, as far as basketball games go, I think it was the second best game I've ever seen from an individual player. Because I would say number 1 was
I mean,
probably
half.
46. I'm pretty sure 46.
He wasn't losing.
Nah. He
wasn't
was not
losing that
going
game.
to, it was put the team on my back.
Yeah, he
for
wasn't
sure.
losing that one.
I think the only game I saw live that was better than that was Steph's game
Yeah.
4
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause Warriors fan back here. You didn't have to say it.
Yeah,
He
oh
knew.
my God.
He
Like,
knew.
and like they was talking crazy. I ain't gonna say exactly what Steph said to the bench when we won game 3. But it was spooky. It got spooky after that. But I think the Heat series was nuts too.
The Heat series was crazy.
That was
Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. That Boston Miami rivalry
I
is
love it.
real.
I love
It's
it.
real, bruh.
I love it. Because it was like Jimmy Butler, my favorite player.
Mhm.
Like that's because like no matter what team he go to,
He's a dog.
you gonna win.
He gets it done.
He gets it done. And so we playing or whatever. And we beat them. So it's 3-2. We beat them at their place, 3-2. And then no, we beat them at it to make it 2-2. Then we go back
Yeah.
to Boston
Win.
and trying to think, I just know Jimmy put up like 40-something game 6.
Yeah.
It was, because I remember everybody's like, hurt his ankle or something. They was like, we don't know, like, where you going to be. Man, that ankle was fine. Oh, my God. It was crazy. But then, like, game 7 at their place, I think it was just like, again, it was one of them times. It was like, it wasn't just JT, but it was just like, as a collective unit, they was like, we not finna lose.
We're going to find a way.
Like, I mean, smart backflipping for loose balls, like JB 20 first quarter. Like, everybody know he a first quarter dog. It was just like, he getting to it. It was just insane to see. And then the finals come.
Finals, boy.
Like,
I ran into a dynasty.
Yeah, but like, what's crazy is,
and y'all beat them game 1.
Game 1, like they were up. I want to say like 15, something like that. And it was just like, but it was like a weird 15. It was one of them 15s. Like,
it was.
We can get
y'all
this
still right here.
And then it was just like,
Al went dumb,
crazy. And so like it was game 1, and then they won game 2. So everybody's like, you know what? We cool. We going back in crib, get game 3. Game 4.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Steph wasn't losing.
Nah, I don't think it was. It got, and
like it was too big for his legacy to lose that series.
Jordan Poole was hitting every shot.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
We went back to San Fran, every shot. I think he hit 2 like half court buzzer beaters. Yeah. I'm just like, oh, like this is just one of them days. Like ain't nothing you could do.
So and game 4, Steph was probably the best performance you ever seen.
Yeah, for sure. Then I remember game 5, we lost at Days.
Steph said some wild shit to y'all.
Yeah, he said some wild shit.
Okay. This one.
He did. It was some.
Was it warranted?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it wasn't no wild shit. It was more like I'm him. It was one of them type.
Okay.
It was one of them type of. Yeah. I'm trying to think who.
Don't get this shit.
Because it was like everybody else was paying attention to the court, but it was me, Malik Fitz, Nick Stauskas, and maybe Peyton heard it, and Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
So we sitting there, and he just like, enjoy y'all last win.
Drop the mic.
That was game 3. And I was just like like us? Like it's 2-1. Like, what you mean? Like, I'm sitting here like this. I'm like, man, what size am I? Like, look, I need my ring size. Yeah, nah. Quiet. It was quiet.
He couldn't lose, bro. He couldn't lose that series.
He said that, and I was just like, and like in my head, I'm thinking, like, this kept me up at night. I'm like, I'm like, nah, he ain't say that.
Yeah. And then they won game 4, won game 5. You're going back to Boston
for game 6. So I'm like,
are y'all actually that confident? Or y'all like,
we confident. Like, practice was great. Like, you know, you don't really practice at all. Like, you know that. So, but like this practice was good. So like, we like, all right, we smooth. Nah. It was just like, for everything we threw at them, it's like they had an answer for. Mm-hmm. And 9 times out of 10, the answer was just Steph. But like, other than that, it was.
I don't think they
crazy.
wanted to go to 7.
Nah, they definitely, like, I mean, obviously, you know, they would have been ready and stuff, but I just think personally where.
They're like, we want to end this bit.
Even just an outside looking in, because like I was on the team, but I wasn't playing. Like, I wasn't contributing to the wins and losses.
Yeah.
In the game. But it's just like, we would have got them if we would have went to 7.
Yeah. Hey, listen, bro.
Yeah.
I hear you, but
it was
31 losing that series. Bro.
Nah, he wasn't.
What he did game 4, I was like, yeah, he can do this. He can do this if he really needs.
Yeah. And like, I also feel like if Rob was like fully healthy, it would have changed everything. Oh my God. It would have changed everything.
Everything. Because not really a lot of people got an answer for Rob when he's healthy. Because he's a issue.
Yeah, because it's like his timing is so crazy. Like, no matter when you shoot or where you at, he can get to it.
He can block 3-pointer in a second.
Like, if he blocking 3-pointers, like, that's
just crazy, bro.
Nuts.
It's silly.
He's doing that on 3/4 of a knee. Like,
sick.
Yeah.
Sick. That was one hell of a run, bro. That was one hell of a run. To be blessed to be a part of a finals run is.
Yeah.
I wish I could be a part of it. Shit. Damn.
Like, the thing is, people always like, what was your favorite moment? Like, was it starting? I'm like, nah, it was sitting on the bench during the finals run.
That's tough, bro.
Because it's like you seeing the best basketball being played, like, ever.
And we made it to the Western Conference Finals, and that was the best time I've had. Just because just the ebbs and flows of playoff basketball is just unbelievable.
It's crazy.
And then just it ending was tough, but it was like to end it to the Warriors at that time was just like they're destined to win.
Yeah, you just like
I don't know if we would have beat y'all though. Y'all was nice. Y'all had our number, I think. And we were tired, bro. Our team was tired. We were exhausted.
Because that was when y'all when y'all beat Phoenix, right?
We beat Phoenix in 7. Yep.
Yeah.
We beat Utah in 6. We had your back on that.
Yeah, appreciate it. All love.
Yeah. We beat Utah in 6. Then
I ain't gonna say I wasn't wishing for it, because I ain't no hater. Yeah.
Facts. But nah, man, that was a good run. Juwan, let everybody know what you got going on right now. What you got going on and where you are now.
Right now, I'm playing in the VTB League in Russia. And I ain't gonna lie, when I first found out I was like gonna go overseas, my wife was just like, anywhere but Russia. Like, we not going to Russia. I was like, you know what? You're right. I don't want to go there either.
Why? That was initially first thing,
like out the gate. And then my agent was just like, my new agent was just like it's late because like I told you, it was just I fired my old agent around like beginning of August, and we had the wedding, then the honeymoon. So it's like I wasn't worried about no basketball during that time. And then we get back, so it's like we had a week. So like all the other teams like EuroLeague, Euro Cup, Champions, whatever, they all had their team set. He's like, it's this new team that's like basically first, because they were second division in Russia last year. So it's their first time in like the top league in Russia. So he's like, we can make something happen. So that's how we ended up there.
Tough, bro.
And I'm gonna just say, Russia's not as bad as everybody make it seem. Like it's actually really nice there. Like I can't even lie about it.
Respect, brother. Respect. Well, Juwan, we appreciate you coming on, bro. And as we always do, we got some questions for you.
Let's hear them.
We got some questions for you. First, what is America's basketball team?
America's basketball team?
Yes. Don't we say America?
America's basketball, yeah. This is the Simone question.
Yeah.
Shout
out to Simone, man.
America's basketball team.
Cowboys are bad.
Yeah. Dang. It might have to be the Lakers or the Celtics. I feel like it got to be one of them, right?
Yeah. I vote Lakers.
I'd say Lakers.
That was my guess. I think the Lakers.
I'd say Lakers too.
We had a couple other. Ever said.
Yeah,
Alfred said Celtics.
I'm gonna go Lakers.
Just depends what America you're talking to.
Yeah.
Apparently. Wild take.
Yeah.
Wild take.
For sure.
Better Bron and ESPN. You f***ed up for taking our question. I know we said it first. So give us our f***ing credit.
The better Bron.
2012? 2012 Bron or 2018 Bron? 2018 Bron lost to the Warriors in the finals, but he was averaging a triple-double. That's when he was with Jordan Clarkson.
2018 Bron. Didn't he lead in every stat and they wanted to give him MVP even though they lost?
That was in 2015 too.
No, we're talking about 18 though.
No, I said that happened in 2015.
No, we don't.
But they lost and they wanted to give him the finals MVP. Like nobody else there even like.
Come on, bro.
I ain't no hater, but I'm a Bron hater. But like I gotta give it to the man. Like
it was nuts.
That's insane.
It was insane.
Yeah,
bro. Insane. Thank you. What else we got? That's it. Hey, Juwan, damn. Unbelievable pod, bro.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you coming on, brother.
For sure.
I'm looking forward to listening to this one again. I'm looking forward to the clips. I appreciate you coming on. It's been great and continue the success in Russia. And we know you're going to go bigger and better things.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Saying to you, my guy, for sure.
But Prize Picks, we appreciate all the love, man. It's been unbelievable. And thank you for the support. And we're going to keep this thing rolling. We're only getting bigger and better, I promise you. And once again, shout out to all our fans. We appreciate all the love and support. And merch coming soon. I got some merch coming. Stay tuned.
Need that.
And for sure. But thank you for all the support, and you already know. Peace.